I decided to make this video because I've seen a lot of videos about it. What this video is going to be about is bleach, lightener, if you know what that is, or if you don't know what that is. I've seen a lot of other videos that have like tutorial videos that use like the wrong bleach and stuff, and I don't know, I just wanted to educate you guys just a little bit about it, because I don't want you to damage your hair. So I'm going to talk about the powder and the developer. First off, the powder. There's a lot of different ways you can get this. There's big jugs like these, there's little packets, there's more like cylinder too. It just depends what kind of brand you get. So yeah, this one is Salon Care. I don't really care about the brand. I just see whatever's on sale and I get it. Let me open this, and I don't want to breathe it in. Okay, as you can see, this is a white powder. You can see that. Now the powders, there's different color kind of powders, and I don't know, some of them, it just kind of depends. Like the white one, it's just white. It doesn't really do anything. There's a purple powder, and that's supposed to help tone out the yellowy tones from your hair as it bleaches your hair. There is a blue/teal color, and that is supposed to take out like the orange tones of your hair as it bleaches. And there's like a green one too. I haven't really seen that one, but it's supposed to help take some of the brassiness out of your hair. I don't really care much because I just use it to do like highlights, so I don't really look that much into the whole toning thing. And it doesn't really matter what kind of powder you get, to be honest, because it all kind of pretty much does the same thing. But yeah, the powder doesn't really matter. It's more of like a personal preference as to what powder you want. You can look more into powders, like Google them or something if you want to know more about them, but pretty much it's just powder. The developer, as you can see, this is a 20 volume developer. Now there's different kinds of developers, different brands, and different volumes too. The brands don't really matter. You can just, like, as you can see, this is Ion whatever, and this is Salon Care. I kind of just, like I said, I buy whatever is on sale. It doesn't matter if you match the powder and the developer, because you put them together, they're still going to do the same thing. But I will be kind of careful, because there are some powders and some developers that clash and they could melt your hair off. But I'm familiar with these two brands and I've used them quite a bit, so I know that these will not melt my hair off. So just kind of be careful too. I wouldn't say it doesn't matter, but it does kind of matter. Anyway, the developer, there are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and in some cases I've seen 70 volume. The higher the number does not mean that it's going to do more. It does not mean it is going to be more blonder. Basically, the higher the volume means the faster it'll turn blonde, but that's a bad thing, because if you use a 40 volume or higher, what you're doing is you're opening your cuticle wide open. Cuticle is meaning your hair strands, whatever. You're ripping them open with the 40 by making them go faster, and it is 10 times more damaging than a 20 volume or 30. 30 is still kind of but it's still acceptable. But yeah, if you use 40, 50, or 70, you're going to damage your hair 10 times more, and you're just going to end up regretting it. So always stick to like 20, 30, or even 10. These will do the same job as a 40 would. It just takes a little more time for it to get there, more processing time. Also, when you mix these two together, usually it says to use a ratio 1:1, meaning use the same equal amounts of both. I don't really do that. I just put them all in a bowl and bowl, and I mix them and I look for a consistency. It's more of a personal reference. If you want it thick, make it thick. If you want it runny, make it runny. It's whatever you want to do, to be honest. Just do it however you want it. Also, when you're putting it on your head, if you're going a full head of blonde, do not start at your scalp / roots, whatever you want to call it, because your scalp gives out more heat and your roots will be super light, and all this will be kind of darker than your roots. And that's the one problem I always see people do. Also, when you start putting it all over your head, start at the mid-strand. So basically mid-strand, if you don't know what that is, you start it from like about here, you go all the way down to like here. You start off with that all over your head. Just put it there. And as soon as you're done doing it all over the head, come back and do, well, you can wait a couple minutes or whatever, and then you can come back and do your roots and the bottoms of it. Because that's more, because the mid-strand has been exposed more to the environment than the roots. And this down here is more super exposed. I don't know if you understand, but just a little tip there. I've seen also, like, on a couple social media sites, people commenting on other people, some things about bleaching hair and stuff that aren't true. So I'm going to give you a little bit more info about that. One thing I've seen is that if you let the bleach dry out in your hair, that you'll fry it, you'll damage it, whatever. That is false. As soon as the bleach dries out, it stops working completely. Like, it's not going to do anything. It stops completely working. It's like, stop. Nothing's going to happen anymore. If that happens, I would just wash it out. And if you wanted to go blonde, go blonde. Like, if you wanted to go blonder, apply another thing of bleach. Or you can wait like a week and then reapply it. Because if you do like, if you bleach it once, twice, and then the third time all in the same day, you will damage your hair really bad. Also, I've seen that if the bleach dries out, spray it with water. No, like, that's false. If you spray water on bleach, if it's dry or not dry, or if it looks like it's drying, you will stop the processing. Water stops bleach. So if your bleach on your head that you put is drying out or whatever, just let it dry out or rinse it out and reapply it. Don't spray water on it because you're just stopping the processing. What else? And if, like I said, like, the water stops processing time, if you're going blonde and you do like a strand check, meaning you see how blonde you are and you like that blonde, you can just spray it down with water. Like, if it's half your head that's blonde already, you can spray it down with water and then leave the other one to keep processing. I don't know if you understand that, but that's one way to do it, or to look at it. Also, like, you can use toners. If your hair looks super brassy or whatever, you can get toners. The toner will depend on the level of brassiness your hair is. If the brassy color is more like an orange color, reddish color, you will use a blue toner. And if your hair is more like yellow tones, the brass level yellow tones, you will use a purple toner. I don't really look that much into toners because I don't really do full heads of lightener, so I'm not very educated on that, but it's something I will look into before you decide to go blonde, because you will need a toner. And you do not want to be walking around with those brassy tones because it is the worst. I did that when I went blue. I was blonde for like a week and it was terrible. I could not stand different patches of hair. Oh my gosh, your hair will be patchy. It will not be pretty. But yeah, hopefully this video is somewhat of a help. If you guys have any questions or concerns or whatever, you can leave a message, comment, whatever, a comment down there. You can message me. I am on Instagram. Links are somewhere in this page or whatever. You can DM me or whatever. Just message me. I'll gladly answer whatever questions you have. I post videos whenever I'm actually free to do a video. So if you like, subscribe. It's somewhere down here. My videos are usually about hair, makeup, or whatever. So yeah. hopefully this video is helpful. Bye.